North Carolina 12th man is rocking right now. Stadium post is going crazy. He's bringing up man in the field. He's showing pressure. He's got some space. He's got a man, and it's incomplete. And a great defensive play by number 10 on North Carolina.
Yeah, I'd probably be smart here and just punt the ball. I don't want to put North Carolina in a good position.
Puts the ball away and punts it out of bounds. Learns from coach making his mistake from year 2, and punts it out of bounds. Not allowing him to punt return. We have known Coach Alex and his team to have great punt return teams. But nonetheless, they are smart enough to kick it near the out of bounds line to where they can't get a return.
That is true.
But it is 1st and 10 on the 39-yard line. Pistol formation. He hands the ball off, and he gets about 3 yards on that play.
If Washington can hold North Carolina to a field goal, potentially a punt, this right here should give them that momentum. But, we are here in North Carolina, so this fan base is wanting Washington to fail each drive. We've got a guy.
Washington.
Wide open.
Pressure. Spins
he
around.
Makes a guy miss.
First down at the 44-yard line. With 3 minutes and 55 seconds to go, it is 1st and 10 on the 44-yard line. North Carolina being able to move the ball down the field a little bit. Coach Matthew, you're this North Carolina team. I mean, do you just keep pushing the ball down the field, or do you get inch by inch?
As Coach Alex say, he wants it inched and inched and inched and inched. So, he's going to do that, but I just keep pushing the ball down the field. Dominate the run game.
I would agree, too, as well. But go ahead, Coach David.
He's got a guy. And he gets hit. 3rd and 2. What is he going to do?
On the 36-yard line. Lawson with doubles on each side. Checking the line. Washington trying to show some pressure. He steps back.
And he gets hit.
He throws the ball away, and a smart decision by this North Carolina team. Took a big hit there, but nonetheless, it's still 4th and 2. What will we see them do?
Honestly, looking at this North Carolina team, I mean, they are aggressive, but they are known to get these first downs. And he's got a man. Once again, gets it.
And throws it behind him, and he makes a smart possession catch. Excuse me. But it is 1st and 10 with 3 minutes to go. Lawson stepping back.
He throws it, and it's picked
off.
Wow.
And he's going down the sideline.
And this might go all the way down to the 50, the 40.
I appreciate you for your
30,
broadcasting for me.
20, 10, 5, touchdown.
Eichmann.
Max.
With the pick 6. And the PAT up is good. We would not see a flag for roughing the kicker, but nonetheless, Coach Chris Mack, that was a great pick 6 there. What did you see on that play?
Oh, I'm talking now?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, Aikman there on the play, son of Troy Aikman. He took that back, and he read that play perfectly well. That's one thing about this defense here. They might fool you, make it seem like they're going to run one play, but they come out hot each drive, and they execute it, and now they're back on defense once again.
It was a great play, but North Carolina not having any kind of trouble running the ball down his throat. As we have known Coach Alex to put things in people's throats. It is 1st and 10 on the 33-yard line with 2 minutes and 25 seconds to go. Lawson stepping back.
And he's got a man wide deep.
He's gone, and he's got running from the cop speed.
No, touchdown. At the buffet, wide open.
The band is playing, and just like that, it is a tie ball game as Washington takes this kick return, and he's got some space, but wow, crazy drive of events there. With 2 minutes and 17 seconds left on the 19-yard line, the Washington Huskies and the North Carolina Tar Heels are tied. We will have a studio update at the 2-minute warning. as Griffin hands the ball off. He's got a little room, runs to his own man, stiff arms the man that gets hit. It is 2nd and 4 with 2:10 remaining.
Bruh. Sorry, I'm reacting to a fact.
Griffin hands the ball off again. He's got some space and has enough for the first down as we take it to our studio update from Coach Charles.
As of now, there is no date.
I got you a one.
You.
All right.
We want to just have a salute to all of our veterans out there. We salute you, Coach Charles.
We appreciate our military appreciation week for the veterans and Coach Charles.
Coach
so
Zach,
we appreciate
and Coach
everything.
Zach.
It's crazy that I'm not a veteran yet. I haven't got out of the military.
All right,
Dumbass.
that's your appreciation then.
Oh my, he fucked up the moment.
He's got a guy with first down.
As we take it back down to the field, as Fitzsimmons, 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line.
Who is number 89?
A great
a
game.
minute
Right
and
here.
30 seconds left to go in this first half. Will
Bruh,
Washington
can I
be
get
able to
a
score?
diamond, please?
As he's got a man over the middle.
Bowser.
That is Bowser, number 89.
Bowser.
Talk about Bowser in his game so far. I mean, he's made a couple cut plays, but kind of talk to us about his game.
Yeah, Bowser, he's one of these outstanding receivers here who definitely wants to fight for those yards. I mean, like we saw earlier in the game, we thought he was down, but he got right back up and fought for that first down and more. But Bowser's one to watch out for this game.
As we got Fitzsimmons right over the middle again, making a great play. As we know Tobias going to run that play a lot. Tried to run that play against Auburn a few times last year and didn't really work out, but did make the play right there as Griffin standing back. Checking with his line again, but 50 seconds remaining. North Carolina is sending a little pressure there. He's got a man and he gets picked off. I don't know how to say his last name, but number 3, he is wide open.
And seems like this is going to go back all the way. Touchdown.
And that is a pick 6 by Stan, number 3 from Virginia. A great pick. And this Washington Husky team, look at the mascot in the background. It's confusing as lost as we are. A great pick there.
Yeah, that definitely looked like either a catch or incomplete pass, but they came out with the pick.
And that was a huge touchdown because we would see North Carolina gets the ball back at half. Can Washington score before the half?
Looking at this here, if I was Washington, I need to go ahead and be aggressive and try to score points for this half. Looking back at that and to see who gets the ball back after that, but I definitely want to put up points and at least get this game back even before this half.
I would too. It's already a 10-minute or 10-second of the clock right now. Play clock down to 5, down to 4. Hikes the ball with 35 seconds remaining.
And he gets hit.
And it is 2nd and 12. Torrance with the tackle. It is 2nd and 12 with 25 seconds remaining. Griffin standing back. He's not looking deep. He's got a man over the middle. He's got enough. No, he does not. And it's 3rd and inches. Another great play by this North Carolina defense.
Yeah, this team, they're fighting to keep Washington out of the end zone, and so far it's been working.
As it is 3rd and inches, he's got a man over the middle. He's got enough for the first down and 14 seconds left on this clock. He will call a hurry up play here. Some of the time we'll click off. It'll get down to about 6 or 7 seconds. Hikes the ball. Looking deep. Over the middle. He has enough. Can he get outside? With 2 seconds, he calls a timeout. Can he kick this field goal? Will he have a field goal kicker that can kick this deep? This will be about a 61-yard field goal if he decides to kick it.
No, I wouldn't even trust it myself. Because he was a Will Riker himself.
Griffin checking at the line. Looks like they're going to run a Hail Mary play here. Sends his wide receiver over to the left with 5 seconds to go on the play clock. Washington stands back, looking deep. He's getting pressured, and he is sacked. And that is the end of the first half. We will toss it down to Coach Chris Mack and Coach Matthew to ask one question for the winning coach and one question for the non-winning coach. Chris Mack.
Coach Alex, down with the winning coach so far. If you could just give me an answer, what's the motivation you're giving your team, before the game started, and how are you guys, being consistent on offense and defense so far?
The motivation is coming directly from the outcome of last season. It was just something that we didn't agree with. So we took that to heart throughout the offseason, put in work that no one else saw. And I believe that is being shown on the field here, and we just hope to keep that consistent.
Appreciate your time, Coach.
I'm going to toss it down to the non-winning coach right now, Coach Matthew, asking Coach Tobias one question.
Yeah, Coach Tobias, with the game going like it is, what do you tell your team this time to kind of get them going in the second half?
All right, good talk.
It seems he's busy right now, Coach. Make him back up to you.
We did not get to hear from Coach Tobias from the second half, but it is 2nd and 9 as Lawson stands back. He is not looking deep, but he's got a man over the middle and a great play. Stacy making man miss, getting hit hard, and he is down to the 42-yard line. This is how you start the drive if you are North Carolina, and that is how you get that first down there.
The Rockies just suck this bad, man. I guess they do.
It is 1st and 10. Lawson standing back, has a man again. His running back. And this North Carolina team, Coach Mack, is just opening up this Husky defense. I mean, that is how you run offense. It is 2nd and 3, and he will be short of the first down, but it will be 3rd and inches, and they just keep inching and inching as they keep running these hurry-up plays, not giving their players time to breathe.
Yeah, they definitely need to kind of slow it down just a bit. I mean, we just started this second half here, and they get stopped in the backfield. But, if I was Coach Alex, I'd probably slow things down just a bit.
Yeah, we have seen, games turn like this. It is 4th and 2, and it seems like he is going for it. Not exactly sure why he would do that when he is up by a touchdown. He can kick the field goal and go up by 10. But he is an aggressive coach, and that's why we're not in the game. Lawson standing back. Looking over the middle, and he's caught. 1st and 10. We will have an update from our sideline reporter, Coach David Spencer. What are you seeing down there? We are indeed, and it is a 1st and goal throw.
I was about to say, I don't know if we're seeing a powerhouse team going at it or not, man. That was funny.
1st and goal from the 6-yard line. He would get about a gain of 2. It would be 2nd and goal from this North Carolina offense. His time is running down, and waiting to see if North Carolina will be able to score a touchdown here and go by 2 scores, or if Washington will be able to stop him here. If Washington stops him here, that would be huge. But it is 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. They are pistol formation. They hand off to the left side, and he just walks in as a guy dives behind him, and he is just celebrating in the end zone there. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, this North Carolina team looks like they wanted more than Washington here.
They do want more.
Someone else is huge on the sideline. That is David with his 2nd bowl of nachos.
They ain't got to send your money.
Appreciate you. Washington trying to make a move down there, and while we had a break, we didn't get to talk to Coach Tobias, but we will want to wish all the fathers happy Father's Day, happy belated Father's Day. We have a few fathers in our broadcast with today. We will say, Coach Charles, we did want to appreciate you and say happy Father's Day to you as well. And Coach David, we wish you happy Father's Day yesterday for being a great father. For being a great father. So But we will go back down to the field before anybody start throwing sideways jinx. And it is 2nd and 7. The third quarter, 2 minutes 45 seconds. Griffin.
The first time I seen that, somebody sent in 28 rows.
Stepping
Steps
back.
back. He's got,
a man, and it's a flag on
Ooh.
the field. We'll see if this play stands.
Might be
What's
holding.
the flag?
Oh, pass interference on the defense.
It is pass interference. We're going to toss it to our replay booth back in Birmingham, Coach Matthew. What did you see on that play, and do you think that play was supposed to be called a pass interference play?
Yeah, he's got a little too touchy there. Coach Alex just teaches his team to be really touchy with their hands and grab things. So, looking out for that as these officials, that was a good call.
And we appreciate the people back in Birmingham for reviews and stuff as Griffin sends his guy in motion. He's looking over the field, and he gets...
This might
what
get
is this going to play?
Intentional grounding.
Rough in the pass. Intentional grounding.
We'll see what the flag
It's
is.
intentional
It is
grounding.
intentional grounding. And we will throw it back to our people back in Birmingham. Was that a great intentional grounding play call as he got horse collar down by his throat?
Yeah, he let go of the ball. He let go of the ball before he got horse collared. So the first foul that occurred was the intentional grounding.
And we will see a sack. And we appreciate you from Birmingham again. We did see a sack there. Coach Chris Mack, just kind of tell us about how this North Carolina defense is starting to swarm around this North Carolina Husky team.
They definitely have.
Husky team.
You know what I meant?
They definitely have. They definitely have all the momentum right now going into this third quarter, and looks like this Washington O-line is just giving up each play, and it's just not protecting the quarterback like they need to. But North Carolina wants it more, and they are hungry for this win. And looks like they are. Hey, it's almost picked off. 4th down. As my coach would say, punt it.
Coach Mack can have an ESPN update.
That's going on in
a little bit later. It is 4th and 35. Punts the ball. North Carolina known for returning punts, but gets stood up. And we'll throw it to our ESPN broadcast booth. Guys at ESPN.
Yes, sir. Coach Nick, I just had a quick report that the clothes are indeed on the bed. They have been washed, they've been dried, and they are now on the bed.
We appreciate that. Sorry, studio update from the ESPN.
Wow.
It is 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line. North Carolina's in fumbles.
Oh, it's a fumble, and they get it back.
Fumble, and Washington Husky has the ball back, and this Washington Husky team is back into this ball game. The fumble heard across the world there, but this Washington team has not given up, and this defense comes up big for this Washington team.
That is true. Yeah, that was very detrimental for North Carolina, which this looks like this might give Washington that momentum that they've been looking for this whole entire time.
Washington, RPO play, tight end, takes the man for about a few yards, and it is 2nd and 6. As we can see the stats for Griffin, 12 for 16 today. A great performance, just not able to sustain drives, but nonetheless having great quarterback play for this team. As we can see at 3-3-5 defense from this North Carolina team. Let's see what Griffin decides to do as he checks the line, maybe deciding to change the play call, and he is standing back in the field. He's got a man wide open, and it is caught. First and 10 for this Husky team.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to happen in this next few plays here.
Griffin standing back to throw. Scrambles out to the left side. He's got a man. He's got him. He's around.
Nice
he
little
makes a
check
guy
down.
miss. Runs over a man. Runs over 2 men. And brings down defenders with him to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, they definitely are wanting to get into this end zone. And they're doing a pretty good job at fighting for this touchdown here. And, there's a nice check down by the quarterback here, by Griffin. Nice job to keep your eyes open.
It's 1st and 10. You get the pressure, breaks a tackle, and he will get about 3 yards on that play. It will not count as a sack, as we mentioned earlier, but he's not running for a lot. He's actually got negative 21 yards on the play, or excuse me, on the day. But that play right there, he gets about 3 yards, and Washington, they need positive plays, and even though he had three defenders tear him down, it was still a positive play.
That is very true. With like his offensive lineman that tried to just kind of give him that extra little push for those extra yards.
It's 2nd and 7 with 10 seconds left on the play clock. Washington inching their way to this end zone. They will have 5 seconds to call a play. Griffin standing back around the field, standing back in the backfield, and he's going to get sacked. And that was not what you needed there, Chris Mack. That is a loss of 4 yards, and that it will make it 3rd and 11 even harder to get in the end zone.
Yeah, they've been doing so hot, but there's one thing that you definitely don't want to do is lose that momentum after you've been driving down the field and you picked up a fumble trying to get back to the end zone once again, but you definitely don't want to lose that momentum going to this red zone.
Yes, it is 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. It is 3rd and 11. They need a touchdown on this drive to stay in this game. And Griffin checking the line still, making some adjustments and stuff. Stands back. He's got a man over the middle. He's got a guy.
He's
breaks
still
a
up.
tackle. Will he have enough for the first down? He will not. And it is 4th and 2 on the 5-yard line. Coach David, what would you do in this situation here?
Okay.
Coach David says he would go for the field goal to play it.
I'd go for it.
Make it 17-28 instead of score 2 more times. But that is what Coach David said he would do. So it is 4th and 2. Will he have enough? And he's scrambling down, and it gets incomplete. Not the best play call by your head coach there from Coach Tobias. What was he thinking on that play there?
Not too sure. I mean, I personally, I wouldn't have rolled out to the right knowing that there's more defenders on that side of the field. Matter of fact, I'd probably stay in the pocket, or I would have ran it. I probably would have attempted to run the ball just to see if I would, get any of those yards, but not what happened there.
And
instead,
North Carolina having a huge run out of that backfield, and it is on the 24-yard line. Tracy Stacy is what they call him from North Carolina. First down, North Carolina Tar Heels, and they are back in business, and they are in control of this game with 2 scores to go. Or excuse me, we're up 2 scores. 1st and 10, Lawson handing the ball off. He's got some room. Makes a guy miss, and he does not have enough of the first down. It will be 2nd and inches. These officials today are marking players short, not giving them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, they are
marking them.
Not too sure what these refs are doing this game, but only so much I can say. He hands it back off again, and he gets to first.
He does. With 3 minutes to go, North Carolina surprisingly doing hurry-up offense, not running this clock down at all, trying to hurry up and score. Spins around, makes the guy miss, and gets about 6 yards on that play.
And all of us here at ESPN are happy to say Happy Pride Month to Coach Nick Macon. He takes a lot of pride in getting his team ready every week to take on new challenges. So he just takes a lot of pride in what he does, man.
And we appreciate Coach you on that update. We want to congratulate him on getting married, and we hope that the bride says no to make it a great day. Lawson handing the ball off in the pistol formation. He's got a little room. He cuts up field, makes a great move there, and has another first down. And we can see if he will decide to run this clock out from the 2-minute warning. It seems like North Carolina has control of this game.
Looks like this North Carolina team is showing the Washington team what they should have done this whole time. Run the ball.
It is 1st and 10 on the 38-yard line.
Yeah.
Standing back to throw for some odd reason. Rolling out. Got pressured, and it could have been intercepted if the DB would have stayed in his position. But we can see is Lutui with that pressure there.
Yeah, Coach Macon, looking at, this game here, with the loss against North Carolina, an unranked team, how far do you see Washington dropping in the rankings?
Hopefully not too far. They're still a great team. North Carolina, they have a great coach, one of the greater coaches in the league. Just hopefully they won't far. I could see them dropping down to about 17, something in that area. Hopefully they won't be unranked, but probably go down to about 15 if I had to guess. But it is first and 10. Has a man over there on the left side, stiff arms him, and
I
it'll be second in inches at the 14 yard
uh,
line.
sound like I heard the crowd saying overrated.
I do not hear that in my mic, but it would not surprise me if they did.
Yeah, I definitely heard this crowd going overrated, chanting it over and over again. Um, I don't think this Washington team is overrated at all whatsoever. They are a great team. They were just in the playoffs this past year, but just saying, it's week zero. There's only so much that can happen this season, but it's the first game of the year. Can't really just say anything about this team just yet because the season really technically hasn't really started yet. But hey, one heck of a team. They're better than me. So
It is. It is. Third and inches. Hands the ball off. Has the first down, and that fellas right there is what they call when the fat lady sings.
David,
It
see?
is
mm,
first and 10 on the 10 yard line. And the ball gets handed off. It's going
and
to be
it's
a
going to be a
touchdown.
touchdown.
And he
This
just
game is
runs
out of
it
control.
over.
Will they storm the field?
They indeed probably will.
It looks like this North Carolina team just handing down an ass whooping or a butt whooping for our PG TikTok viewers here. And they handed off for a 2-point conversion, and they get
Mm.
stopped short. It looks
Coach
like this final
Alex,
score will be about around 34-14, unless this Washington Husky team can score.
we see Coach Alex is known for trying to go for two when he's already up by a lot, and that right there is not really good sportsmanship, in my opinion.
First and 10 on the 25-yard line. Will this Washington Husky team just try to get out of here, or will they try to score? They are looking at the sideline. Griffin standing back, RPO play, hands the ball off. He's just going to run down and get about 3 yards there. Coach Matthew, you know, kind of talking about teams and, you've had to play opponents, both of these opponents. And I believe you may have to play one of these opponents this year. Kind of talk to us about.
Yeah, I played both of them last year. Actually, I beat Coach Alex and lost to Coach Tobias in the playoffs. Beat Coach Alex at his place last year and get to play him at home this year. But from hopefully I'll have to see Coach Tobias this year. But knowing I got to see Coach Alex, it's gonna be a tough game. He's a good player, has a great team, and so we'll just see what happens.
We appreciate that. We will have our final and closing remarks here after the game. We will have our interview from the winning coach with Coach Chris Mack and the losing interview from Coach Matthew and Coach Charles. We will have a final sideline report from Coach David at the end of the game for our closing remarks. As it is 4th and 11 here with 20 seconds to go, we will see this clock or this clock will just run out with 15 seconds to go in the game. Griffin, stay back and get sacked. And that is your ball game. And we can see if Coach Alex will try to score here and be an a-hole like Coach Nick Macon and Coach Matthew McDaniel, or if he would just kneel the ball and do all respects. And it looks like he is not going to try to kneel the ball. Lawson, standing back, running across the middle, has a man, and it is caught for the touchdown. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what they call the obese lady singing.
Filled with extra
And it is a
hot
fake
sauce.
field goal. He has a man and he does not have a man. It is 40-14 as your final score here. With 2 seconds left in this remaining this game, we will have go ahead and have one of our questions by Coach Mack to the
Coach
winning
Alex,
coach.
If you are available, my guy.
Yep.
I do have one question for you before I pass over to the other guys. What I don't understand, I know sportsmanship is one thing that they teach us as kids when we're growing up, but why don't you guys ever show enough sportsmanship when you're up, by a lot?
Um, you know, my dad always taught me you don't show sportsmanship to people who are your enemies. And when we're on that football field, everybody's our enemy that ain't wearing that baby blue.
Hmm.
So it's just the same as people complaining about Cam Newton when he got in the end zone. Don't let him score. So I just got to give that out there to say, if you don't like us when we're up, scoring more, then stop us.
Hmm.
Tar Heel.
I appreciate your time, Coach. And pass it on to anybody else that has any questions for Coach Alex.
We will pass it on to Coach David with one question for the winning coach if he has one, Coach David. We appreciate your time, Coach Alex.
Gotcha.
We will pass it down to Coach Charles and the losing coach, Coach Tobias. If you are available, we would like to ask you a couple questions. Um, Coach Charles, with the losing coach, ask him a question.
Coach, tough loss today. You was in hostile territory. How do you feel about this game, and what would you do to shake back for the next week?
Um, Man, it was a real eye opener. Coming into the season, me and the team had big plans, knowing that, our time in this dynasty is coming to an end. We knew that, we've been rebuilding, but we knew that this was the year where it was time to pull it all together. And, um, it was a real eye opener. Helped us realize that, man, we still got places to go. It ain't, everything ain't all, easy. We still gotta keep pushing. And we definitely gonna talk more about it at practice. Get right, yeah.
Coach Tobias, I have one question for you.
Yes, sir.
Do you plan on staying with the team when our new dynasty comes around? Do you plan on changing things up?
I I don't know just yet, but if I had to give you an answer, I would say probably not. I think I'm gonna head. I don't know, somewhere in the ACC, somewhere in the SEC. I love that
Nah,
competition
stay
over
over there,
there.
bro.
Uh, yeah, but yeah, somewhere in the ACC, somewhere in the SEC. We gonna see where we land. We gonna see what's available, what jobs are offering.
Yes,
And we
sir.
appreciate
There's a
that. And
janitor job at UCLA.
we will have one more question from Coach McDaniel to Coach Tobias.
Yeah, Coach Tobias. Last time I talked to you was at the playoff game where you put belt to butt, and good to see you. It's actually the first time I ever heard your voice and got to talk to you in person. So, you know, good to talk to you. But tough loss out there today. What's some of the things you think your team needs to work on to get the win next week?
Well, I mean, ever since I came to this program, we've always been trying to build the defense. And I won't say the defense, they have their moments, John, but they also, have a lot of shortcomings. And it's like we work on it every year. We try to bring in new talent. Like I said, we're constantly building. But I feel like we got a lot of people out there who want it this year. I know I seen a lot of them making plays. They're trying to get there, and some of them was just off a couple times. And like I said, at practice we gonna go over it. Iron out some kinks. And as far as the offense, I feel like the offense has always been kind of a little decent, but it ain't, necessarily what I'm used to. We got a couple holes, but we definitely gonna keep grinding. Like I said, this is the last year, so we ain't got too much more time to rebuild. So it's like either it's now or nothing.
Heard that. Appreciate your time, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Coach, we appreciate your time. Good luck with the team this season.
Thank you.
With more of our broadcast team, we will have Coach David with our closing remarks to end the show.
Amen. Week one.
From our broadcast partners, Coach Chris Mack and myself, Coach Matthew, Coach Charles, and Coach David. We would like to say we appreciate everybody tuning in to this ESPN broadcast. What a great way to start week 0. And we will be advancing the league here in 2 seconds. We appreciate the coaches stopping by. We appreciate the games. We appreciate Coach Charles and him being in the military and him having a daughter. We just want to say thank you and happy Father's Day to our belated fathers, and as well as happy Father's Day to Coach David. That is our ESPN broadcast show, everybody. I'm Nick Macon. So long and so forth.
Coach David. Coach
David
David.
got a baby.
Nah, man. They said Nick. They said he got titties.
No, I did not say that.
Coach David, I got a question for you, man.
David is pregnant.
Okay.
Do you want to play our game tonight, or you want to wait till tomorrow?
I'm your host, Tave Walker. For the next few games, after that blowout win against a ranked team, North Carolina ended up getting the against Washington at home. As we are here with Hoover taking on Hillcrest, Thompson taking on Hunter, Vestavia Hills will take on Northridge, Tuscaloosa County High will take